Hello and welcome to English class. I know you're so excited. Go ahead and take out your Unit 4 vocabulary list. Our wonderful sub is going to give you 2 minutes to go ahead and study this, and then you're going to jump right in and take the vocabulary quiz. Before you take the vocab quiz, I just wanted to remind you the first 4 questions are going to be definitions, where you have to choose out of the word bank which word best fits the definition. The next 3 questions are all synonyms, and you have to match the best synonym to the word from our vocabulary list. Then there will be several questions that are sentences with a fill in the blank, and I'll need you to decide which vocabulary word out of the multiple choice fits in that blank best. And then the last part is the vocabulary and context, so you'll be reading a paragraph and then answering 4 questions about what each word means within the context. Remember, as soon as our substitute tells you all to get ready for the quiz, you need to make sure that all of your belongings are under your desk. If you have a phone or any other electronic device, make sure that it's turned off so that it won't go off during the quiz and put in your pocket or in your bag or somewhere away, okay? And then you will have 15 minutes to take the quiz, and please be respectful. Thank you so much. Go ahead and pause here. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is the there with their words. I believe it's called something like that. You picked up this poem on your way into the classroom. Go ahead and take it out. What I want you to do here is first I want you to box all of the there, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, and I want you to underline all the T-H-E-R-E and circle all the T-H-E-I-R, and I'm going to read that poem for you. They're there with their words. There seems to be a problem lost in their words of all time. They're absolutely crazy. Their focus is out of line. Make their heads swim in sense, they're bound to get it right. If their memory is lacking here, they're going there to write. There's something on their minds, they're likely to get it wrong. It's like their brains have shifted. All they're writing is their songs. They're here, there, everywhere. Their minds buzzing like a hive, making their work much harder. They're inside. They're alive. They're sure to flock to see it. Their eyes will open to the light. If it's not theirs, and it's there, why am I trying to make this right? All right, go ahead and take a second and decide what do each of these mean, and just write off to the side of each one what you think it means, and then we will take notes on this, okay? All right, go ahead and open your notebooks to grammar and conventions. That is last tab of both books, the last tab. Go ahead and open that up to the common mistakes foldable, and we are going to record the different meanings. We are going to record these different meanings of there in your notebook. So under grammar and conventions, common mistakes, you should have 1 blank left. If you don't, then make sure that you come talk to me and get those notes pretty soon here, okay? So the first one I wrote was there, T-H-E-R-E, and that one stands for a direction or a place. My example is the chair is over there. Make sure you have an example. It doesn't have to be mine, but you need to have one example of this. Then I wrote there, T-H-E-I-R, and there is a possessive. I like their music. It's showing whose music that they like. So I like their music. The final one is there, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, which is just a contraction, similar to when we did could've or your. And this means they are, like they are coming over. Go ahead and take a second and record these notes. Pause here. One last thing I need to let you know about this is just that this common mistakes foldable will be a grade. I'll take it as a minor grade next class. So if you are missing something within this, make sure that you either get the notes from a friend or you stop by my room tomorrow while I'm there to make sure that you get the stuff that you missed last time, okay? As soon as you are done with that, Go ahead and close up your notebooks, put everything under your desk again except for a writing utensil and one sheet of paper. You need one sheet of notebook paper each. So go ahead and do that. And then we are going to move on to our revising and editing quiz. So we're done with these things. And for the revising and editing quiz, what I need you to do is have one sheet of notebook paper, and that sheet of notebook paper is going to be your answer key. Go ahead and number it, or answer sheet 1 through 11, and put your name at the top. Then our wonderful sub is going to hand out the revising and editing quiz that is called something about longer lunch. I think longer lunch, please. And so you will receive that. You'll have 20 minutes to answer all of the questions. There are 11 questions. So our sub will let you know when you have 10 minutes left and you need to complete all of it within the 20 minutes. There's no extra time for this because it's about time for STAR and you need to be ready for it. I also want you to be aware that during the revising and editing section, you will notice there are some common mistakes that we've been talking about from that foldable that are going to be within this quiz. So do your absolute best, read both of the stories very well, very clearly, and complete it to the best of your ability. Yes, so go ahead. You have 20 minutes. Thank you. All right, on your way inside, you also picked up a paper called Vocab Unit 5. I want you to take that out and open your notebook to the vocabulary section, which is the first book, last tab. All right, so you should have that out and get ready because you are going to glue that vocabulary list for Unit 5 into that section of your notebook, and you know how that works. So we are going to have the people from the front on both sides go ahead and get glue for your team and go. You have 45 seconds. 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you should all have the Unit 5 vocabulary list glued into your notebook, and the glue should all be back in the glue drawer. All right. Then the next thing and the last thing that you have to do today is the short answer practice. You picked it up on your way inside. There is a half sheet, and the question is something to the effect of, does Shakespeare accurately portray teenage love in Romeo and Juliet? Something like that. So you have the rest of class to complete this short answer and make it very good. Your goal is to write a 3. This will be picked up and graded. So you need to apply yourself as well as you can. The parts of Romeo and Juliet that we've read so far have been in your textbooks 808 through 8, I think it's like 28, something like that. I recommend the section where Romeo first talks about Rosaline, and then where Romeo first sees Juliet at the party, and that's in scene 1 and then in scene 5. Okay? So I'll write that for you. Scene 1. And then Juliet is in scene 5. Okay. So go ahead And do that. Remember, when you are writing your short answer, you want to do answer, reason, quote, explain. Wow. Answer, reason, quote, explain. So first, restate the question and your answer clearly, then give me your reason, your because statement. Then find a quote that well supports your reason. If your quote's unrelated, it doesn't matter, okay? It can't be useful unless you actually support it. And then finally, you're going to do your explain. Make sure you write this stuff down on your paper so that you remember the ARQE and the pages to look for Romeo and Juliet. Your goal is to write a 3. You either need to turn this into the drawer for your class by the end of class today, or if you need to have a little bit more time, I'm okay with you taking it home, but you know whether or not you can be responsible with the paper at home. So if you know that you're going to lose it, then make sure you turn it in before you leave the room. If you think you can handle it and you can finish it up at home and you need that extra time, go ahead and take it home and turn it in to me at the very beginning of next class. We will have no more class time to work on it. So you're going to write this short answer. Right before I let you go, I also want to remind you that next class you will be taking a timed write essay. So be prepared if you want to brush up on the help strategy or cafe squid or anything to get yourself ready. Go ahead and do that. All right. The rest of the class is yours to write your short answer practice. If for whatever reason you finish early, which probably means that you're not trying hard enough, because remember, our goal is to get a 3. You must get to a 3 because that's what I expect you to have on the next test. Then please use this time to finish up the homework that is due Friday, or work on some work for another class. Okay? So enjoy, complete the short answer, and I will see you guys on Friday. Have a good one.